Hey, so there was an explosion in Turkey. And so here it is. Turkey blamed the Kurdish militants for an explosion on Sunday that killed 6 people in Istanbul. Turkish police have detained 47 people, including a Syrian woman suspected of planting the bomb. So there's a lot to the story, and we're going to do a follow-up on it, but I just want to do this cursory investigation into this story, and then we'll get on an expert who knows more about it. So this guy tweets out and he says, when the Istanbul terrorist explosion that left 20 killed and wounded is carried out by a Syrian woman affiliated with the Syrian Kurds PYD, that's a political party, PYD, that some people say is a terrorist group, that are under the U.S. protection in occupied northeast Syria. So the person that they're blaming for this comes from a group that's in cahoots with the United States. Keep that in mind. It shows how Washington and its allies deal with NATO members. So Turkey's been warming up to Russia. And so now the speculation is that of course, the United States are the world's biggest terrorists. You know this. I've told you this. You know we are. And now this guy tweets out, Pakistan became closer to Russia. It got hit by a soft coup, and its former leader, Khan, almost got assassinated. Iran became closer to Russia. It got hit by a regime change attempt. Turkey became closer to Russia. It got hit by a terrorist attack. These are not coincidences. So let's watch. This is from Reuters. This is a video report. Just let's watch this and we'll talk about it. Watch this. So
historic and bustling Istiklal Avenue on Sunday. Soylu said the order for the attack was given in Kobani, a city in northern Syria. Turkish forces have carried out operations there against YPG in recent years. 6 Turkish citizens, 2 members each of 3 families, were killed in the attack, and dozen wounded. In a statement on its website on Monday, the PKK denied involvement in the attack, saying it did not target civilians. Earlier television news reports showed images of a person who appeared to be a woman leaving a package below a raised flower bed in the middle of the busy street. On Monday, shopkeepers like Lokman Kalkan began their clean-up.
It has been a disaster, you see. This is all that happened. People were fighting for their lives. There is nothing we can do.
Ankara says the YPG, which Washington has supported in the conflict in Syria, is a wing of the PKK. The PKK has led an insurgency against the Turkish state since 1984, and more than 40,000 people have been killed in clashes. It is considered a terrorist organization by Turkey, the European Union, and the United States. Turkish authorities link support for the YPG by Washington and others to the blast. Soylu likened the U.S. condolences to the murderer arriving as one of the first at the scene of the crime.
So, in case you missed it, they're saying that this is the United States doing this. Okay, so let's watch. Now we're going to hear from a minister, an interior minister from Turkey. Let's listen.
We reject the condolences of the American embassy. We do not accept it. Our alliance with a state that sends money from its own Senate to these groups, feeding the terror zones in Kobani, which aims to disturb Turkey's peace, is a controversial situation. This is open and clear.
So that was a voice of an interpreter, but they're not accepting condolences from the United States. Turkey's our ally. Do you know Turkey's in NATO? And so now it looks like the United States is doing terror attacks inside our allies, other NATO countries, because they cozied up to Russia. That's what it looks like. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying that's the speculation. That's what, when that guy says we don't take condolences, here we go.
Istanbul has been targeted in the past by Kurdish, Islamist, and leftist militants. Sunday's attack sparked concerns that Turkey could be hit with more incidents ahead of tense elections scheduled for June 2023.
So that we just showed you that guy. Here he is again, the minister, Turkish's interior minister. And so let's listen. So he says, we know how this event was coordinated. We know where this is coordinated from. We know the message given to us. I will emphasize again, we do not accept the condolences of the American ambassador. We reject them. So we blew up the Nord Stream pipeline. That's another ally, Germany. We blew up their pipeline. We did an act of terrorism against Germany. We did that. They did a coup in Pakistan. We're doing this to the Turkey people. So anybody who goes against the United States, you get immediately get couped. You get a terrorist attack. You get your pipeline blown up. That's what the United States is doing. I thought we were fighting terrorism. Of course, we're the terrorists. What do you think what we did in Iraq is? That's terrorism. We went and killed 1 million people for oil. Same thing in Libya. Same thing in Somalia. Same thing in Syria. We still have troops in Syria stealing their oil. That's what they're there for. Okay, so there's more to this story. I can't wait to see how this develops. But there is the Turkey interior minister saying, we know where this came from. We know where this attack was coordinated from. We do not accept the condolences of the American ambassador. We reject them. Okay, that's quite a story. We'll see you November 19th and 20th in Austin, Texas. November 26th, that's the Saturday after Thanksgiving in Burbank. And then all December, we're going to be in Los Angeles doing Friday night shows. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all the tickets and become a premium member. While you're there, you get all of our videos unedited. jimmydore.com. Not Jimmy Dore Comedy.